Hey, yeah, what's going on there, folks? It is September 30th, 2018, 5:53 a.m. here, my time, before the sun comes up, obviously, pretty early. I do got a pretty busy day ahead of me. Here we go with the big earthquakes once again. 6.6 earthquake striking around the Fiji Islands region. No tsunami statement, or actually, there was a tsunami statement, but no tsunami expected with this earthquake, unlike the 7.5 that struck a couple days ago that did produce a tsunami in the Indonesia Islands region, with no tsunami statement whatsoever from the folks there at the tsunami office. Ultimately, that 7.5 did produce a tsunami. So I'm not for sure what happened with that case. I'm still trying to figure out some more information as to why a tsunami statement was not issued for that 7.5 there a couple days ago that killed quite a few people over there in the Indonesia Islands region. But today, 6.6 earthquake out here in the Fiji Islands region at a very deep depth once again, 551 kilometers below the surface. And of course, it looks like we may be in an active pattern once again along the Pacific Plate area. Just be on guard out there, folks. I mean, we've seen a lot of earthquake activity around the Pacific Ring of Fire over the last month. It has calmed down just a tad bit, but even then, not too much. It definitely has been on the uptick in large earthquakes rattling around the Pacific Ring of Fire. Everywhere, it seems like, except for Northern California, Southern California region. Not a whole lot of activity off the coast of Oregon and Washington either. So you just never know when the time might pop up to have an earthquake out there along the West Coast. Eventually, it's going to happen. I mean, we go for a little while with earthquake activity being pretty silent here on the West Coast, and then we'll see a rush of large and deep earthquakes along the same plate, but on the totally opposite side with very minimal adjustment along the West Coast. So these folks here at the Tsunami Warning Center put that Fiji earthquake that just struck here a little bit ago, about an hour ago, at a 6.8 magnitude and a depth of 367 miles below the surface there. So a little bit off for the magnitude on this earthquake from these folks, but who knows, maybe USGS will update it a little bit and issue out a upgrade for that earthquake. But I didn't see it come into the seismograph stations. Right now it's pretty quiet. All the P waves have diminished, and it may have been even more than an hour ago, but pretty quiet right now. No more ringing the bell of the earth, so to speak, at the moment, but that could change throughout the day. It just looks pretty active out there. Once we see this deeper movement out here in the Fiji Islands crest region, out here in this little hook echo, this little bend of a plate boundary, we start to see some uptick all over the plate. Once we do see this deep movement right here, folks, that's pretty deep. I mean, it's looks like a 4.7 coming in right now. Where'd he go? Okay, that may have been an older one. But either way, a little bit of activity further south of that 6.6 that just struck as well. So I believe we're definitely going to see some more activity within this region here. 5.0 earthquake up here in Japan region, north of there, while the West Coast remains fairly quiet. Not a whole lot of activity out there along the West Coast region, folks. Anyway, so let's go ahead and refresh this page here. I'm going to keep the stream up and running, and hopefully everything runs perfectly fine. This morning it seems good. I did make a couple updates and some upgrades and some better security options, and it should be okay. I mean, I believe I was under attack there for a little while from some folks out there that may not be so happy with what's going on out here in the stream, or just me being on YouTube in general. Anyway, I gotta get something to drink. It's pretty dry out here, although we do have some rain coming in early this week. In the meantime, folks, have a good day. Stay safe out there, and please always have an earthquake plan, whether you live in earthquake country or not. Anything can happen anytime, so have a good day out there, folks. We'll chat you guys a little bit later. Swing on by the live stream if you get a chance.